Hello everyone, my name is Darcy. Most of you probably don't know me. I am somewhere in the United States and I'm not going to tell you where. And I am going to be making these videos, hopefully with your help, to figure out ways to resist. And I am calling these videos Resist and Thrive because that is actually the object, is for us to resist by thriving. And I know that sounds odd, but what I want to do is talk to you about truly being a community, or finding a community that you can work with, that you can help, that they can help you, that we can get through whatever happens to be coming our way and thrive while doing it, because that will drive the orange turd crazy. And for those of you who don't like it when I use those kind of names, sorry, but as I've said before, the gloves are off. I'm done playing nice. That said, let's go on with these videos. What I want to do is talk about different ways we can improve our lives and survive what's coming. And a lot of what we are going to be doing is relearning and learning basically the old ways. If these folks want to send us back 100 years, good. Let's take advantage of that and learn how to use some of the old ways, such as sewing and weaving and gardening and creating real communities, because those things will help us thrive and help us to resist. How is that going to help? Well, to my way of thinking, and you guys can chime in on this, this is about all of us, not just me standing here sounding like a dork. But I think one of the best ways to resist is to take the power away from the regime by undermining their support. The support, basically, besides the dumb or minions that just follow blindly, the main support is huge corporations, people with a lot of money. And we can undermine that by doing what they want. They want us to go backwards 100 years. Fine, we'll go backwards 100 years. Do you understand that going backwards means we're not going to be shopping at these big box stores? We're not going to be buying all this food shipped in from who knows where. We're not going to be buying your cloth and your clothes. We're going to be making our own. We're going to be gardening. We're going to be reusing. We're going to be recycling. We're going to be trading with others. We are going to be a community, and we are going to thrive. And doing so is going to undercut those huge corporations that support this regime, and send a message to them that we will not support you as long as you support that regime. And that will undermine his support, because once they figure out that we are done with them, they will hopefully be done with this regime. That's my theory. That's kind of where I'm going with all of this. So chime in if you have ideas for this show. These videos will be anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes to 30 minutes, because I do intend to go out on site, talk to people who know about certain things a lot more than I do, so first aid and safety, gardening, community gardens, whatever, things that I don't necessarily know that about. So here are some of the topics. I'm looking at my list here. Here are some of the topics that I want to talk about. Computers and VPNs. That's going to be our first topic here in a few minutes. Safety, learning things like self-defense. Food food's going to be a big one because there are a lot of different ways that we can support each other and not support the huge corporations with food or without food, as the case may be. We're going to talk about canning and freezing and foraging, and one of the things I want to talk about is cheap and free entertainment. That may sound silly, but we are going to need things to entertain us. So that's on my list. Let's see. Skincare, homemade skincare, and that one I will do because I've actually already done a couple of videos on that. That is going to be one that's going to take a lot of money away, a lot of power away from huge corporations. Learning how to sew, weaving, making things by hand, making furniture even. I have some furniture that I made with my grandfather years ago. Solar and wind energy, using libraries, this and that. So there's actually some other topics. If you have a topic you think would be good for a way for us to thrive and resist at the same time, feel free to let me know. This is a community. I want to create a community. I want you all to participate and give us your ideas. So the first topic is going to be, because we're going to be putting these videos out there, the first topic is going to be computers. So I suggest, and I know it's going to be a contradiction in terms sometimes, because I'm going to say, you know, stop buying a lot of things, stop going to the huge corporations, but to get from point A to point C, sometimes we need to have a point B in between, and that is a necessary evil. So I suggest that everyone, if you can, not everyone's going to be able to do all these things, but if you can, get a new computer that is not Microsoft based. I don't trust them. I don't like Microsoft, and I don't trust that their back doors are safe for us to use. So I think there are other programs, Linux and Mac are the two that I know of. I think there's another operating system, but I don't know a lot about computers. I do have a local computer guy who builds my computers. He's built a couple for my day job and several for me, and I'm going to ask him to build me another one that is not Microsoft based, if he'll accept payments. So that's a big thing, is use local people and local small businesses, because not only do they need your business, but again, that is just another way of taking away business from huge corporations. So do some research, talk to people, find out who in your neighborhood is a good computer person that can build you a new computer. Now that you have your new computer, or if you have to stick with your old one of the most important things that we are going to need in this resistance, so that we can plan rallies and plan protests and that sort of thing safely, is a VPN. That stands for Virtual Private Network. So what a VPN does is it hides your location. It puts out every computer puts out an IP address. And don't ask me to explain that, because I don't know what it is. I just know that every computer has one. And from that IP address, other people can see where you are, and so like your internet provider can see what you are, and I think they can see what you're doing on the internet. I really don't know about that part. So if any of you are computer people and can answer those questions, please do so in the comments. But the VPN puts out a different location. So if, say, I'm in Virginia, I can put my VPN to tell whomever happens to be looking at it that I'm actually in California. or Canada. So I actually have mine set now to Canada, and that's where it's going to stay, unless I need to go to Great Britain, which I do sometimes. So get a VPN and set it for somewhere outside of the United States. And if you can't afford a VPN, mine is, I think, $126 for 6 months, but it comes with 8 different downloads. So if you do get a VPN and it comes with extra downloads that you are not using, please share them with others. Again, this is a good way for a group of you that are friends, of people that know each other, to get together and get a VPN, like ExpressVPN, which is what I use. It has 8 downloads. So I have one on my phone, one on my computer. I had to use one for my new phone because it didn't transfer over, and then I gave one to someone else. I still have 4 VPNs that I can let other people use. So this is a really good way for us to work together in small groups and be protected. So that is an introduction to Resist and Thrive. Again, get a VPN and try to find a computer that is not Microsoft based. You may have to go backwards, get an older computer, I don't know. Anyone has ideas on this? If you have thoughts, please say so. This is a community. I may be making the actual videos, but I want your input because I have no idea how to resist and still thrive. I'm still dealing with my head, trying to get my head wrapped around what's going on. And this is the first time I've really been able to get up and try to do something about this in my own strange little way. The things that we are going to be doing in these videos to resist are going to seem very small. They are subtle, and that is the point. But they are going to add up. So I will try to produce 1 or 2 of these videos every week or 2. If someone wants to help, and you can DM me, see if we're in the same general neighborhood, then you can help me put these together. You can co-host. So let's get together. Let's create our community, and I hope to talk to all of you soon, and I hope we can all learn how to rethink what we're thinking, rethink how we're living, because that's what we're going to have to do. I will try to do another video soon. Let me know if you have any thoughts. This is Darcy. This is Resist and Thrive, and I hope to see you all soon, thriving.